By the time I placed my husband's secret phone in the middle of the dinner table, his entire family had stopped pretending they didn't know. That was the strangest part. Not the phone itself, not the messages, not even the photo of him kissing another woman in a hotel hallway. The strangest part was watching 6 people go completely silent at the exact same time, because every single one of them recognized that phone. My husband, Ryan, stared at it like I had placed a loaded confession between the mashed potatoes and the salad bowl. His mother, Carol, slowly lowered her fork. His sister looked down at her plate. His brother suddenly became very interested in his water glass. And his father closed his eyes, like he had been waiting for this moment and still hoped it would never arrive. I stood at the end of the table with my hands resting gently on the back of a chair, calm enough to scare myself. 24 hours earlier, I had still believed my marriage was just going through a hard season. Ryan had been distant, cold, always tired, always on his phone, but every time I asked what was wrong, he gave me the same answer. Work is killing me. And because I loved him, because I had built 7 years of marriage around trusting him, I believed him longer than I should have. Until Saturday morning. Ryan was in the shower when I heard a phone vibrating. Not his regular phone. That one was charging on the nightstand beside me. This sound was lower, muffled, coming from somewhere inside the closet. At first, I thought it was an old alarm clock or maybe one of his work devices, but the vibration kept going. Again, 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 like someone was desperate for him to answer. I opened the closet door and followed the sound to a black gym bag on the top shelf. Inside, beneath a folded sweatshirt and an old pair of running gloves, was a phone I had never seen before. No case, no wallpaper, just a dark screen lighting up with a name. M. One letter. That was all. My stomach tightened before my mind understood why. I picked it up. The screen showed 6 missed calls. Then a message appeared. Ryan, your mom said she'll cover for us tonight. Don't ignore me. For a few seconds, I couldn't move. I just stood there in our bedroom holding that secret phone while the shower ran behind the bathroom door. Your mom said she'll cover for us. Not a friend, not a coworker, his mother-in-law, the woman who had invited me to family dinners, hugged me on holidays, asked when we were having children, and smiled at me across tables like she wasn't helping her son lie to me to my face. My thumb moved before I could stop it. The phone unlocked with no passcode. That was Ryan's first mistake. His second mistake was thinking betrayal stays hidden just because everyone around him agrees to keep quiet. I opened the messages, and that was when I saw the group chat. Ryan, M, his mother, his sister, his brother. A group chat with a name that made my skin go cold. Family Logistics. Family Logistics. I scrolled for maybe 30 seconds before my knees went weak. They weren't just discussing where he was, they were planning what to tell me. They were deciding which lies sounded believable. They were warning each other when I asked questions. His sister had written, "She asked me if you were with Ryan last Thursday. I said no, like we agreed." His mother wrote, "Keep her calm until after Dad's birthday dinner. We don't need drama before then." And Ryan, my husband, had replied, "She suspects something, but she won't make a scene. She never does." I stared at that sentence until the words blurred. Not because I was crying, because something inside me had gone very still. He was right about one thing. I had never made a scene. Not when he forgot our anniversary, not when his mother criticized the way I dressed, not when his sister joked that Ryan settled too early, not when I felt myself disappearing in a family that only accepted me when I stayed convenient. But as I stood there holding his secret phone, reading a chat where his entire family had turned my pain into a scheduling problem, I realized something. Maybe I had never made a scene, but they had never seen what happened when I stopped protecting them. The rest of that day felt unreal. Ryan acted normal. That was the disturbing part. He came out of the shower smiling, kissed my forehead, made coffee, and asked if I still wanted to go to his father's birthday dinner that night. Meanwhile, his secret phone sat hidden in my sweater drawer upstairs, silent now, like it knew I had already seen too much. I watched him move around the kitchen while my mind replayed every message from that group chat. Keep her calm. She's suspicious. Don't let her ruin dinner. Not one person sounded guilty, just inconvenienced. Like I wasn't a wife, I was a problem to manage. At one point, Ryan wrapped his arms around my waist from behind while I stood near the sink. Normally, that would have comforted me. This time, it made my skin crawl. "You okay?" he asked softly. I almost laughed, because suddenly I realized something terrifying. He was good at this, good at lying, good at pretending, good at making me feel crazy, while everyone around him quietly protected the truth. I turned around slowly and looked at him. "You ever feel guilty?" I asked. His expression changed for half a second, then disappeared. About what? Smooth, instant, like he had rehearsed innocence for months. I looked away before he could read my face. That afternoon, I made a decision. I wasn't going to confront him immediately. Not yet. Because the affair wasn't the real betrayal anymore. The real betrayal was the family, the coordination, the meetings, the fake smiles across holiday dinners. I needed to know how deep it went. So while Ryan took a work call in the backyard, I unlocked the secret phone again. And that's when I found her name. Megan. Not M. Megan Carter. 29 years old, marketing consultant, and judging from the photos, very comfortable around my husband. Hotel selfies, restaurant pictures, videos from weekends he claimed he was traveling for work. But the worst part wasn't the romance. It was the group chat messages underneath the photos. Ryan's mother commenting heart emojis. His sister joking about finally upgrading. His brother warning them not to post anything publicly yet. I stared at the screen, feeling something inside me harden. Not sadness, not rage. Clarity. Because suddenly I understood why I had felt alone for so long inside that family. They had already replaced me emotionally months ago. I was just the last person officially informed. That night, we drove to his parents' house together. Ryan kept one hand on the steering wheel and the other resting casually near the center console, like nothing in his life was collapsing. Streetlights passed across his face while soft music played through the speakers. Normal. Everything looked painfully normal. "You've been quiet," he said finally. I looked out the passenger window. Tired. He nodded slowly. No suspicion, no panic, because people who lie for a long time eventually start believing their own performance. His parents' house was already full when we arrived. Cars lined the driveway. Warm light glowed through the windows. And through the glass front door, I could already see his mother moving around the dining room greeting relatives with wine in her hand. Hosting. Smiling. Managing the room. The second we walked inside, Carol hugged me tightly. Too tightly. "You look exhausted, sweetheart," she whispered near my ear. For one strange second, I wondered how many times she practiced sounding concerned while helping destroy my marriage behind my back. Dinner started 20 minutes later. Everyone acted perfectly normal. Ryan laughed with his brother. His sister showed vacation photos on her phone. Carol passed food around the table, smiling like a woman completely at peace with herself. And the entire time, I kept thinking about the secret phone hidden in my purse beside my chair. Then, it happened. A vibration. Soft, but loud enough for me to hear. Ryan froze instantly. Just for half a second, but I saw it. Carol saw it too. Her eyes moved toward my purse so quickly it almost exposed her. That was when I knew something important. They were all afraid of that phone. I slowly reached into my purse and pulled it out. Not Ryan's regular phone. The secret one. The color drained from his face immediately. His sister stopped chewing. His brother looked down at the table. And Carol actually whispered, "Oh my God." The room became silent so fast it felt rehearsed. I placed the phone carefully beside my dinner plate. Then I looked directly at Ryan. "Your other phone keeps vibrating," I said calmly. Nobody moved. Nobody breathed. And suddenly, after months of lies, I finally understood who held the power in the room. The entire room stayed frozen. Ryan stared at the secret phone beside my plate like it might explode if anyone touched it. His mother looked pale now, her fingers tightening around her wine glass so hard I thought it might crack. No one spoke. Not his sister, not his brother, not even his father. And somehow that silence confirmed everything more than the messages ever could. I leaned back slightly in my chair and looked around the table. It hit me all at once. Every holiday dinner, every fake smile, every moment they watched me trying to save a marriage they already knew was dead. His entire family had been sitting front row while I slowly humiliated myself for months. Ryan finally cleared his throat. "Can we not do this here?" There it was. Not, "I'm sorry." Not, "Please forgive me." Just, "Don't expose me in front of everyone who helped me lie." I looked directly at Carol, his mother, the woman who called me sweetheart 30 minutes earlier. "You knew," I said calmly. Her lips parted instantly. "Emily, you knew." The room tightened. Carol glanced toward Ryan like she was waiting for instructions, and suddenly I realized something disturbing. This family didn't communicate normally. They coordinated, like a team protecting an image. Ryan pushed his chair back slightly. Mom was trying to help. Help. I almost laughed. Helping him cheat, helping him lie, helping him make me feel insane every time I questioned why he stopped touching me, stopped looking at me, stopped acting like my husband. Then his sister made a mistake. A small one, but enough. "She wasn't supposed to find out like this," she muttered under her breath. The second those words left her mouth, the room changed, because now it wasn't suspicion anymore. It was confirmation. Nobody denied the affair. Nobody defended me. They only regretted the timing. I slowly unlocked the secret phone again and placed it flat on the table where everyone could see the screen. The group chat opened automatically. Family logistics. Ryan's father closed his eyes again. Carol whispered, "Please put that away." But I kept scrolling. Message after message. Carol warning Ryan not to wear the same cologne around me. His brother covering for fake business trips. His sister updating them whenever I asked questions. And then I found the message that made my chest go cold. A photo. Not of Ryan and Megan, of me. Taken at Thanksgiving dinner, smiling, completely unaware. Underneath it, Carol had written, "She still thinks this marriage can be saved." Nobody moved after that. Nobody even breathed. Because for the first time all night, they weren't looking at me like the emotional wife anymore. They were looking at me like a Wemyss. Nobody tried to stop me after that. Not Ryan, not Carol, not his sister or brother. The truth was sitting in the middle of the table now, glowing from the screen of that secret phone like something alive. And for the first time since I married into that family, they had lost control of the story. Ryan stood up slowly from his chair. "Emily," he said carefully, like he was speaking to someone unstable, "you're taking this too far." Too far. I looked around the room at the people who spent months lying to my face while smiling across dinner tables. Then I looked back at him. "You had your mother helping you cheat on me." Ryan rubbed his hands over his face. It wasn't supposed to become this serious. That sentence landed harder than I expected. Not because it hurt, because it revealed everything. The affair was real. The lies were real. The family betrayal was real. But somehow, in Ryan's mind, the real problem was that consequences had finally arrived. Carol finally stood up. "Emily, please," she said softly, trying to recover her calm voice again. "Families survive difficult situations all the time." Families. I almost laughed at that word, because nothing about what they had done felt like family. Families protect you. Families don't build group chats to manage your emotions while your husband sleeps with another woman. I picked up the phone again and scrolled further through the messages. And then I found the part they were hoping I would never see. A message from Ryan's brother. "What about the house?" The house. Underneath it, Carol replied, "She won't fight for it if we keep things peaceful." A cold feeling moved through my chest. Not heartbreak anymore. Calculation. Because suddenly every fake smile, every calm conversation, every warning not to overreact made perfect sense. They weren't protecting Ryan. They were protecting assets. The house. The money. The image. Ryan saw my face change instantly. "What did you read?" I slowly turned the screen toward him. The second he saw the messages, panic finally appeared. Real panic. Not embarrassment. Fear. "No," I interrupted quietly. "You listen." The room went completely still. I had spent years trying to keep peace in that family. Years swallowing comments. Years apologizing first. Years making myself smaller so everyone else could stay comfortable. And suddenly I realized, almost embarrassing, they never expected me to stop cooperating. That was their biggest mistake. Carol stepped toward me carefully. "We can discuss this privately." I looked directly into her eyes. "No," I said softly. "You lost private when you turned my marriage into a family project." Nobody moved after that. Ryan's sister looked close to tears now. His brother wouldn't even look at me. And Ryan looked completely lost without everyone protecting him. I grabbed my purse and took one final look around the dining room. The birthday decorations, the half-finished wine glasses, the untouched cake still sitting near the kitchen counter. A perfect family scene collapsing in total silence. Then I looked at Ryan one last time. "I'll have divorce papers ready this week," I said calmly. "And if any of you contact me again before that, I'll make every message in that phone public." Carol's face drained of color. Ryan took a step toward me. "Emily, please don't leave like this." But I already was. And the strange thing is, I didn't feel broken walking out that front door. I felt awake. Because sometimes betrayal doesn't destroy you. Sometimes it finally introduces you to the people who were never truly on your side.